Well, hello everybody. Jeff Cowan here from Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk. You know, the guy that's trained more successful service advisors and service employees than anybody else on the planet. It's a fact. Check it out. Well, I'm back here today with a new edition of my podcast entitled Right Service, Write Your Own Paycheck, the path to making over $100,000 a year when writing service in the automotive industry. And at this very recording, just over 20% of you are doing that. You're making $100,000 a year or more writing service. So congratulations to you that are doing that. But that means that nearly 80% of you are not doing that. So what are you going to do about that if you're one of those 80%? Well, I think you start right here. I think you watch this podcast. I think you go back and watch any of the over 100 podcasts that I filmed prior to this and watch those. I also recommend you go to my website, automotiveservicetraining.com. Again, automotiveservicetraining.com, because in those places there, you'll find all the techniques, tactics, processes, word tracks, and everything that you need to become the absolute best at what you do. And like I always say, if you're going to do something, why not be the absolute best at it? Well, back to the podcast here. I'm going to put a quote up here and I'm going to break it down for you and show you how you can use it to your benefit. Now, this one here that I'm posting, it always, because I've posted it a couple times over the last couple of years, this one always gets a lot of emotions flying. And here's simply what it says. Let me read it to you. To tell if one has confidence in their ability to close sales, in their initial job interview, offer two pay plans, one with a guarantee and one without. Now, man, when I post that, people get on there and they say, oh, go straight commission. Is that what you recommended? I'd never pay people straight commission because it makes them too pushy, makes them unprofessional, makes them over-aggressive. I would never offer straight commission because when you offer straight commission, nobody wants to work for you. I'd never offer straight commission because it's not fair. Well, let me say this first. I put this up here because I'm not telling you to offer straight commission, although I would tell you that's the way I run my business. Everybody's on straight commission. But I'm not telling you have to do this. What I'm really telling you here is simply this. If you want to find out they have confidence in their ability to do the job and be a salesperson and close sales, offer the two. And that's what that's about. But that said, I do want to say this. I alluded to it a second ago. I am all about straight commission. I personally, as a salesperson, would never accept a sales job that paid anything but straight commission. You want to know why? Because straight commission allows me to control my income. It allows me to control my future and my career. And typically when you're paid straight commission, you will make more. Now, advisors, don't get all nervous. If you're more comfortable with salaries, that's fine. Business owners, managers, don't get all upset here, because if you're more comfortable with salaries and that type of stuff, then offer them. It's okay if that's the way you want to work. But I'm just saying, as a business owner, everybody that works here is on straight commission. You'll find out why here in a second. And again, repeating myself, as a salesperson, I wouldn't want to work every other way. So what is it about straight commission that I like, and the reason, and why am I so hipped up on it? Well, let's talk about it. The greater the commission, the greater the results. Why? Number one, because if they don't sell, they don't eat, and you don't pay. So I can't really say it any clearer than that. If they don't sell, they don't eat, they can't meet their bills, their mortgage, they can't make their car payment, they can't educate their kids, but you don't pay for their bad performance. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, it forces salespeople to be the absolute best, because if my livelihood depends on how well I do the job, guess what it's going to want to make me do? What it's made me want to do. All of a sudden, I want to be the best I can be. I want to study how to be the absolute best professional salesperson I can. I want to study how to close sales. I want to study how to handle objections. I want to study how to build rapport. I want to study how to walk around cars. I want to be the absolute best I can be because my livelihood and life depends on it. So it forces people to rise to the occasion. Number three, it encourages persistence. Now, one of the biggest reasons I see sales being missed on service drives today is because there's a lack of persistence. A service advisor will call somebody, or on the drive they'll ask them to do something. The customer says no, and they say okay, and they just walk away. They let it lie. Why? Because they've got a salary to fall back on, so they really don't have enough skin in the game to make a personal difference to them. But when your livelihood depends on you being able to get that customer to say yes or no, you want to ask again and again and again. And you can do that if you study sales in such a way that you don't look pushy, it doesn't look like you're twisting arms, and it doesn't look like you're being anything but caring. Okay, so it forces persistence. And then finally, number four, it actually creates a higher level of professionalism, because that's the biggest pushback I get on straight commission is business owners and managers tell me, boy, when they're on straight commission, those salespeople are always brutal, man. They twist arms, they push people, they're over-aggressive, they're unethical and the like. Well, you know what? 20 or 30 years ago, that may have been true, but today we live in a Yelp world. We live in a Google world. You can't get away with anything. Not that I ever recommend you try, but you can't get away with anything because you will end up on the internet and your life and career will be destroyed. So smart salespeople that are on straight commission know that I not only have to be a great salesperson and a master closer, but I have to be the most professional person that I can. So it encourages them to study. It encourages them to role play. It encourages them to practice. It encourages them to read books and listen to podcasts and go to workshops. It encourages them to be the best that they can be, and it encourages them to be professional. So that's why I like straight commission. I want to say this again. I'm not saying you should do this as a business owner. I'm not saying you shouldn't. As a business owner myself, I like it. As a salesperson, I'm not saying you should be on straight commission or you shouldn't. You got to do what's comfortable for you. But if you really want to make the most amount of money and have the biggest chances at success, you'll take a job that pays straight commission because you are simply in control. Hey, my name's Jeff Cowan, and I'm from Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk here, and I just want to remind you, we train people in service all the time a number of different ways. So if you want to check us out and see what's going on and how we can help you and your team become the best, it's easy. You just dial 1-800-248-2931. Again, 1-800-248-2931. And anybody that picks up that phone can tell you everything you need to know about us being able to help you become the best. You can also go to automotiveservicetraining.com, automotiveservicetraining.com, and find the information there. Hey, thank you for watching this today. Thank you for listening to it. This is Jeff Cowan. I'm going to sign off now. I wish you a great day. I hope God blesses you, and you take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon, everybody. Take care.